Well, hello everybody. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron. And today, for Saturday afternoon live, we got a really good show for you. Got a good friend of mine from over in London, England. Mr. Steve with Dutchy Cooking is going to be with us today. So I'm going to just hush up here and pull Steve in. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy?
How you going, Mike? Are you good?
Hey, man, doing good. You look good. Got that cast iron shirt on. I like
Cast
that.
iron. Also, and the new Dutchy logo as well.
Awesome. Got a new Dutchy logo. Well,
Yep.
man, we're certainly glad to have you with us. We've been looking forward to this. And we're just going to dive into a few things today. We're going to have a lot of fun. Looks like we got a couple people already in the house. Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline's with us. So good to have you guys with us today. And I was just going to kind of jump off into some Dutch oven cooking today, man. I'm glad you're one of the first guys. Now, I mean, several people that I've interviewed, they use cast iron, but you're primarily cast iron, aren't you?
Yeah, primarily. Yeah, but it's a bit of a new thing. I've only kind of been doing it for 2 years. It was a bit of a strategic move purely for YouTube.
Yeah.
That I started using cast iron.
Were you making videos of some other sort before you got into cast iron cooking?
Yeah, I started a channel called Cole's Barbecue YouTube channel and did a few videos for that.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of people doing it, especially here in the UK, doing barbecue. So I thought I need a different angle, to try and to be different to most people.
Right.
And I got a bit of cast iron equipment, so I went cast iron.
I see.
Yeah.
So instead of going with the flow with everybody that's barbecuing, you decided to step out a little bit and just niche specifically to cast iron.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's kind of the way I did. Actually, when I got started, I had some health issues, and I decided I was going to make some videos, and I was looking at making some type of keto style. You probably heard of the keto type diet and everything. So I was making a few videos like that, but I was raised on cast iron as a child, cooking with my mom, and cast iron's been a passion. So I thought, I kept trying to figure out which direction I wanted to go, and I knew, cast iron was it. So,
but cast iron here in the UK it's very difficult because we don't really have many producers of cast iron equipment.
Right.
The pots, the skillets, and things like that. So you have to be resourceful to, kind of find the things you're looking for, your equipment and what have you, which is a bit of a drawback because either you have to import them from the States, or we have got one or two good manufacturers now over in Germany. But,
right. That's when, and matter of fact, you and I've talked several times on some of our videos about that very thing because I will use the Lodge Sportsman's Grill, and you were having trouble, or over in that part of the country, you were having trouble getting that either imported or whatever. They wouldn't import it, one or the other. So you had to go to a German company.
The price of the import was actually more than the price of the unit itself.
Wow. But the unit itself is almost identical. You've got that on your website. I'm going to see if I can pull that in and see if we can take a look at one of those pieces because, it looks almost identical.
The only difference is literally the front door.
Right there. Let me see if I can pull that equipment up here and so everybody can see. Good to see everybody in the house. I just want to tell you, Steve's not able to see the comments, so be sure and leave questions and comments if you have a question for him, and I'll be sure and try to get that in there. But see, this is almost identical to the Lodge Sportsman's Grill.
Yeah. The only difference is the front door is logoed up Barbecue Toro. And I think the other difference is the handle, the spring handle. That has a cool spring handle on it, where I think the Lodge just has the wire handle.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It doesn't have the spring handle on it.
Apart from that,
I wonder if they have some kind of agreement with each other to make that. You know, you and I kind of talked about that at one time because they are so identical.
Yeah. Like I say, they've got to, because it's 99% a Lodge Sportsman grill.
Yeah, sure is. I really enjoy cooking on mine. You got to really be careful because the fire is so close to the grill.
Yeah.
Real great. And, you know, you've got to be careful or you'll burn something up, won't you?
Yeah, I mean, I seen a guy's video, or someone commented, and they'd taken the charcoal rack out the bottom. And I commented, why have you taken the charcoal rack out the bottom? You know, and this is so we can get more charcoal in. Which I couldn't believe, because these things get incredibly hot without fully loading them anyway. And they were like double loading almost.
Well, I mean, you know as well as I do, just like a barbecue grill, if you want to extend your cook time, all you have to do is get half of your charcoal hot and then put the other half in there that hasn't even, you know, been heated up, and it'll continue to burn a lot longer.
Yeah. So, like I say, I just couldn't understand why they were taking the charcoal grate out and filling it with charcoal. It was...
Yeah. Well, listen, I just want to tell everybody, hey, thank you for being here. I see Craig with Behind the Garage. I see Billy with Strong's Adventure cooking with this guy in the house. You know, for whatever reason, Steve's not able to see the comments, so I'm trying to stay on top of this. And Teresa had to go to the doctor today, so I'm here by myself, fellas, so you're going to have to bear with me today. I'm all alone, so but we're going to make it.
Yeah, but I mean, the two people, Billy from Strong's Adventures and Craig, you know, I started following their channels probably a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Great channels, great inspiration.
Yeah, I like Billy and Rhonda. They do a great job.
They're so funny.
Yeah, sure enough. So, hey, we'll get back to that website of yours here in a little bit. We'll look at a little more of the equipment. You sent me several pictures of different things that you're using, and I want to get into that when we kind of get into some of the technical things about your channel. But, you know, I was just curious. I know you said you were doing some other things as far as barbecue and everything, but I just got to ask you up front. Craig says, "Oh no, Mike's unsupervised." That is funny, man. Don't tell anybody, all right? But anyway. I just wanted to, well, let me hit no Tennessee Buck Outdoors first. He says, what charcoal do you use, or just wood?
Mainly, I just use lump charcoal, no particular brand. I think people can get a little bit hook up on charcoal brands and things like that. You know, so yeah, just lump charcoal. I do use briquettes if I'm using the Dutch oven table, where I've got briquettes underneath and on the lid, because it's easier to monitor the temperatures, you know, 10 on the bottom, 6 on the top, or something like that. Yeah. But apart from that, just normal, regular mill lump charcoal.
Yeah.
And I think last year, I think we had a syndicate going of about 5 or 6 of us. Oh, Sean's in. I can see when you put them up, Sean's in.
Well, I'll try to put everything up so you can see it, but
yeah, we had a bit of a syndicate, and I think we bought 3 pallets full of charcoal and split it down between us and things like that, you know. So we're buying in bulk. I think it was, if I say £2 a kilo, that doesn't really mean much to you. That's £2 per, what, 3.5, £4 in weight.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure.
And that's one difficulty I also have. Is predominantly my audience on YouTube is American, and trying to convert it from centigrade to Fahrenheit and grams to ounces is a big thing as well.
Yeah, I cheat, man. I've got an app on my phone. You know, I can kind of. I have to.
That's what I do.
Well, it's like Mark and Rosa's up in Maine. They're taking a break from shoveling snow. So good to have you with us, Mark. Let's see here. I just seen somebody else pop in. There's Karen. Hey,
Karen.
Yeah. So how are you, Miss Karen?
Yeah. Karen commented on a video today.
Yeah.
about the chicken.
Yeah. She's really rocking the world, man. She's just come onto the scene here the past few months, and she's up over 900. She's rocking and rolling, man. I'm really happy for her.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I'm going to have her. Let's see, it's somewhere around the 17th, I think, of this month. I'm going to be putting her on the hot seat here and talking to her. I look forward to that. But
just excuse me for 1 second.
No problem, buddy. Just take a break, man. We're all.
Well, it's 9:10 here.
Yeah, we're all family here, you know. So I'm a big coffee drinker, so I'll have my Arkansas cup here.
Well, I'd have had a coffee, but with it being 9:10, it would keep me up all night.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, I just want to ask you, Steve, real quick before we get too far out in the weeds. What made you decide to start a YouTube channel or go YouTube?
I've been into barbecuing for years. I mean, we'll probably elaborate on the kind of background in a bit. But I've been into barbecuing for years, and obviously it's like everyone. YouTube comes along and everyone starts watching YouTube videos, barbecue, things like that. And I just looked and thought, I could do that.
Right.
I thought I could do it. Actually doing it is a different thing.
Yeah.
I can do the cooking. It's very rare for me to be on this side of the camera, as you probably know.
Right. Yeah. You don't show your face too often, do you, buddy?
No. If you look at my intros for my what's the names, that's it.
Yeah.
If you look at the intros, it's Dutchy cooking, and that was the concept behind the channel. It was supposed to be, because I didn't really want to present. I didn't really want to be on the thingy. I kind of likened myself to, I don't know if you guys know. Do you know Banksy, the street artist?
Banksy, no.
The street artist. Well, he's a bit of an enigma. He comes along and he does his street art, and nobody knows. He does it in the middle of the night, and he's a mystery. Nobody knows who it is.
Right.
And that was the inspiration behind the channel. Come on, cook, and that's it.
And leave, yeah.
But I get people saying, "Oh, why don't you come on?" And we miss your voice and things like that, which I find really strange, to tell the truth.
Yeah. Well, you said something a minute ago that you knew that you could do the cooking, and so you thought you'd make a YouTube channel, but there's more to it than just cooking, isn't there?
Like I say, the cooking's the easy bit. It's the lighting, getting everything right, the angles, and all that. That's the technical bit behind it. The cooking's, like I say, for me, is not a problem.
Yeah. Well, you got a wild setup. I'm going to see if I can pull that in. I want to show the audience here a little bit of that equipment, if I can. Let me get back out of that. Hold on here. All right. Yeah,
there we go.
Equipment. Yeah, and so I'm just going to hit on a few of these tabs here, pictures. So, whoops, my bad.
So if I explain, I have a cooking shack. It's only 10 foot square. It's called the doghouse.
Absolutely.
The reason it's called the doghouse is because if anyone phones for me, the wife can always say he's in the doghouse, which is quite normal. So with it only being quite small area, the floor space is a premium. So I didn't want tripods where I could be kicking them and things like that. So I built this system in the roof of rails. And as you can see, I've got 2 rails going across, and then these kind of bogies that run up and down. And so I can get 3-dimensional movement of everything, basically.
Right.
So I can have a middle camera. I can have 2 side lights. I can have, you see on this picture here, I can have a camera pointing at the front. So, so it's just it all moves, basically.
Wow, I just need to sit down and take a seat, man. You're just too high tech for me, buddy. I'm so far behind the 8 ball, it ain't even funny. Wow.
It's only because I've got the time to do it and I've got the workshop to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I make most of this stuff that goes into the doghouse.
Yeah. Let me tab through another picture here.
Yeah, yeah. You see, so you can see the back rail is a cross rail across the shack, and then these double rails here, they can move left, right, and then the bogie, which carries the camera, obviously can move forward and back. And then there's a pole that goes down through the middle of the bogie, which obviously adjusts the heights of the cameras or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, you got a collection too.
Oh yeah, I got a bit of a cast. Like I say, the corn pan down here at the bottom. That's in from America. I got a potchy pot there. That's South African. So yeah, I kind of source things from all over the place.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. There's a little bit more of your collection. Wow. Yeah, I just need to sit down and take a back seat here. Okay, we're back to where we were at. So let's see if I can get back here and
I just use a normal Canon 250D camera that's mounted above. I don't think it's particularly doing the camera any good with the heat that goes onto it, because obviously I'm getting the direct heat up from the cooking up to it, but it's good.
Does it ever steam your camera up when you have it like that?
Yeah. So you have to watch. When you lift the lid, you kind of have to lift the lid, let the steam go, put the lid back on, then do a second take, so you get a nice clear shot.
Yeah. Looks like Robert from Crow's Outdoors in the house with us. Let's see. I just had a question there from. Here we go. Billy says, "Mr. Cast Iron, what is Steve's favorite piece of cast iron to cook with or use?"
Favorite piece? I've got about an 18-inch square, like roasting tin, cast iron, which also has got a lid.
Yeah.
And that's great because you can do lots of things. You can also turn the lid upside down and use it as a griddle pan and things like that. So it's really, really useful. But probably one of my favourite things, I've got a little 5.5-inch, 6-inch pan that I do all my sauces in and things like that.
Right.
Yeah, and probably that is one of the pieces I probably use more. But my favourite one is the big, and that's imported from Germany as well. Big square cast iron pan. Yeah.
Wow. I think we all got a favorite little piece that we like to use like that.
But so little 5-6-inch pot costs about $7.
Yeah.
From like what you'd call as a Walmart shop. Yeah.
You may have told me this earlier, and I may have missed it. But when did you start your channel?
Okay, so I started the channel. I know the exact date, 22nd of April, 2019, and I was sat on holiday, and the things were going round. Obviously, about the other channel I've got, and thinking like, it's not cutting it. I need to do something, and I was thinking of the equipment I've got and what I've been doing, and that's where it came to me. Let's go cast iron. Dutch oven. I'm gonna go Dutch oven, and then Dutchy cooking came, and that's where it just all came. And the first year, 2019, from the April through to the end of the year, I think I had 74 subscribers. This year, I've put on 850.
Wow, that's impressive.
In this year, yeah.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Thanks a lot.
You're bumping right against 1,000 right now, too, aren't you?
Yeah. And I the way I look at it is the more subscribers you seem to get, the easier they are to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
929 today.
Yeah, 929, yeah. So, like I say, it just seems that the more you get, I think people look and think, oh, well, he's got a few subscribers, must be worth a watch. That's the way I think it happens, like,
It does seem to compound over time. It seems, it's really slow in the beginning, and
Yeah.
it seems like it's it's
Oh,
like it's like pouring molasses or something,
yeah.
and then all of a
That
sudden,
picture there, the top, Mike, on the top of there,
uh-huh.
is that barbecue Toro stove, the same as the lodge,
Yes.
and that is my Thanksgiving dinner cooked on there, all in one go. There's everything
Okay.
on there that you would want in a Thanksgiving dinner.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So let me see, since I'm here and I'm a high-tech redneck, I might be able to find out something here. Let me go to videos,
Yeah. Which one?
and I'm going to sort by your most popular. And it looks like that barbecue Toro is your most popular video with 3.8 thousand views.
Yeah.
And you made that 2 months ago.
Yep. 2 months ago. Yeah.
I remember when you did this review. I mean, with that red line, you can tell I've watched that video. So
Yeah.
I remember that because I was so impressed. I was really amazed at how.
I'm having a look which ones you haven't watched, Mike.
Yeah, you can also tell which ones I've missed. Huh? That's bad, isn't it? I'm sorry, man. I can't. I try to watch them, but I can't watch them all, man. I just messed myself up there.
Yeah. Like I say, I did that, and I did a couple of modifications to it. Basically on the handle and on the air vent, where I just drilled an 8th hole in it, each one, because they get absolutely red hot.
Yes.
And I just made a little, it was a tent peg puller that just fits into the hole, and you can move them as easy as anything. And also you can lift the racks off without actually touching them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to try to look here in the comments for just a second, see if make sure I'm not missing any. Daddy Dutch, Kent's in the house with us. Kent. Good to have you, brother.
Yeah, it was Kent's birthday. Was it yesterday or the day before?
A couple of days ago, I think. Yeah. He was alive, and I missed it, man. I wasn't feeling good, and I caught it later. I went back and watched most all of it later.
See, that's the problem here in the UK. Everything is so late. I mean, like your normal Sunday night is starts here at midnight.
Right.
Midnight on a Sunday, which is a killer for a Monday morning.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're +6 on me, so that's why we're having to do it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon my time, 9 o'clock your time. So certainly don't want to keep you late. You got to get your beauty sleep and all.
No, I've got to get up and cook the father-in-law's Sunday dinner tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's my main objective tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's 95, bless him.
Oh, really? Yes, sir. That's a blessing and a half.
Yeah.
Karen said, it's so awesome, Dutchy. You're almost there. Yes, I agree. It compounds.
Yeah.
I've gotten 100 subscribers just in the last 2 weeks. Karen is doing something I've been watching several people do, and I think you just recently have started doing a few of them, and that's shorts.
Shorts, yeah. Started New Year's Day, with some shorts. It seemed to be the growing thing, obviously YouTube are trying to compete with TikTok. There's no two ways about it. YouTube are trying to compete with TikTok. Absolutely. TikTok started taking over a little bit. TikTok also pay for their footage or, their thingies. So at the moment, YouTube don't pay, but I don't think it'll be long before they do start paying, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Because they've got to pay because people just watch TikTok instead. So I watched a very good how-to by TubeBuddy the other day, and I don't know if some of the viewers are aware of it, of the shorts. That really you have to enable your shorts shelf. That's difficult to say in your settings to get them to come up and show.
Right.
And
I wasn't prepared for that. I could probably find that real quick, but
basically, if you go into your channel, go down the sides to customize, then come across, you have to enable shorts for them to get to show up in your shelf.
Right. Yeah. I did one short. It was just a what did I do? It was a mountain man breakfast in a cast iron.
Yeah.
And
But the other good thing that they were talking about, the guy who was hosting it was saying, like, you look at your shorts like a game of baseball. Yeah. Like a game of baseball. You have a pitcher, which is your short, and you have your catcher, which is your feature, your feature video. So basically, if you do a feature video, say like you did was it your shipwreck stew a few months back, a month or so ago back. Now you make a short of that shipwreck stew and put the link in below. So your shipwreck short is your picture, which will then drive people back to the main video, which then you get extra views on.
Right.
Picture receiver.
Right. Yeah, you could do that on any video, couldn't you?
Yeah. That's what they're saying. Like, you know, and also the other tip is don't do something completely out of the ordinary. We do cooking, we do Dutch oven cooking or cast iron cooking, things like that. Don't make a short video of a silly dance.
Right.
And then people go, oh, yeah, look. Yeah, you think, I'll click on his channel and think, well, why is he cooking?
Yeah.
It's got to be relevant to what,
right.
What your channel is.
It would confuse them, and you'd probably lose your subscriber if you gained it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So try to keep everything relevant to what your channel is actually, the niche that you're actually in. Yeah.
So, I can see for Mark, I actually live in Nottinghamshire, which is quite a long way up from Kent. I do go to Kent quite a bit. I've got a good buddy who lives down in Kent. But yeah, Nottinghamshire, the middle of the country.
Cool.
And possibly 10 miles that direction is the major oak where Robin Hood was supposed to have lived.
Oh, Robin Hood, huh?
Robin Hood, yeah. 10 miles that direction.
Yeah. Craig says there goes his dog videos. But, you know, I mean, if it's your personal, your personal lifestyle, I don't think Steve's saying don't do anything that is not relevant to your personal lifestyle or whatever. Yeah. But, you know, I wouldn't be out here making, I don't know, gosh, you know, a car mechanic video, you know, if I'm Mr. Cast Iron.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to try the shorts. I'm going to try the shorts on my latest vid, Mongolian beef in a slow cooker.
Oh, this is a guy called Stephen. He's over in Ireland, I do believe. I think he's up to about 100, 150 subscribers. This is a guy I follow.
Yeah, me too. And now that you said that, let me just go ahead and say this to everybody. You know, if you haven't subscribed to Steve's video, Dutchy Cooking, head on over and take a look at his videos. And after the show, naturally, wait till after the show. Don't go now. But anyway, go over later. And I've left a link in the comments here and also in a comment in the actual YouTube video itself. Head over there and check his channel out and give him a like and a subscribe. Also, I know this gentleman's name and I can't think of it right now. Cooking with this guy.
Stephen. His name's Stephen.
Stephen. Yep. I have subscribed to him as well. And so you guys head on over and help support everybody here. Certainly, if you haven't been to my channel or haven't subscribed to my channel, we would certainly appreciate it if it's worthy to you. So we thank you for that. Looks like my little buddy's here, little Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric.
Good to have you, little buddy. I'm glad you're here with us. Eric's down in Trinidad. And
Stephen and Jacqueline, I think, are down that way as well.
You know, I think you're right. Yeah. I don't know what he's saying there, but anyway. All right. Well, okay. Let me get back to some of the questions here. You know, it's we all have certain channels that we follow and that we like, and some of them that have inspired us, I'm sure. I've got several guys that, you know, they're way bigger than all of us, and You know, I mean, they've got a following. They've been around a long time, but they're just a channel that kind of you know, inspires me. What kind of food channel inspires you that is not near our size? It's probably no telling how much bigger.
Yeah, there's a guy in South Africa that I follow. Yeah. So I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, there's a guy in South Africa I follow called Waltberg Artisans. This guy called Rudolph, and he does a lot of cast iron cooking and live fire cooking. Bit of inspiration to me, actually. Probably realised after watching a couple of videos that he's very much in the style of me. He never appears on a video at all. He doesn't talk on the videos. The scenery where he lives is stunning. He'll just walk over and pick fresh herbs or a lemon off a bush and cooks. Yeah, Waltberg Artisans.
Waltberg Artisan.
Artisans, yeah. That's,
you know, I'm sorry.
That's the guy who I follow.
Yeah. Last week I had Dave with the Bomb Smokes on, and I was talking about that very thing. There's some channels that, I mean, I can sit and watch for 30, 45 minutes, and these guys never say, I mean, they very seldom say, you know, 100 words, it seems like, but I can sit and watch those videos, and it just inspires me, some of the things they do.
I always say, and I've said it before to people, and obviously this is the persona of Dutch cooking is like the invisible thing, that I have a face for radio and a voice for insomniacs.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, you brought up something too, live fire cooking. Now, Billy's in the house with us, Strong's Adventure.
Yeah.
Billy's got a neat setup. I don't know if you've seen that setup that he.
Yeah.
I don't think he completely built it himself. I know he assembled it himself, but I think somebody may have cut and welded some of the stuff for him. I'm not sure. He can correct me on that. But anyway, it's really a cool setup. And you do live fire cooking and what's called asado, right?
Asado. Yeah. I've got a nice little small asado. It's tabletop. There's probably a picture up on it on the, and I can cook like an old chicken on it. I've done belly pork on it and things like that. Yeah, asado cooking.
Yeah.
But so
can you kind of explain that to our audience? I mean, I know exactly what it is, but can you?
Asado cooking is basically a fire below, and then you cook your meat at an angle above the fire or the coals or the charcoal. So that's how it cooks, and it's cooked. It's like a cross. I do believe it's South American Brazilian type cooking. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, asado.
Similar to that.
Yeah.
These are some of the store-bought products that people have made, but you know, primitively, I mean, it was basically just kind of like, in a sense, if you will, like a cross,
a stick in the ground, and
yes, sir.
Yeah. But like I say, if you click on those pictures that I sent, there is my little unit there with the chicken on, cooking away.
Okay, let me see if I can find that.
Why are you digging into that, Mike, as well? We're talking about YouTube videos. Obviously, the shorts have come in now, and they started to grab people's imagination, you know, because the 60 seconds, the bang, they're in there, they're straight to the point, done. That is my type of video. If I'm being honest, if someone's going to put out a 15, 20-minute video, I'm lost. Halfway through, I'm gone. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit and watch somebody peel and chop carrots and onions. You know, I'm like you, Mike. I drive majority of the time for a living, and I don't know if you have it in America. We have a tachograph where it logs your hours, and every so many hours I have to have a 15-minute break. Well, if I'm having a 15-minute break, sat there in the cab, and I want to watch a YouTube video, I want value for money. I don't want to watch one video for 15 minutes of someone 10.5 minutes chopping carrots and onions. I want to see the end product, quick.
Right.
So
Wow.
that is.
I didn't know that about you. I didn't know you drove.
Yeah. I don't drive big trucks like you do. My business that I'm in at the moment, or I've grown into, is refrigeration hire.
Okay.
So I've got a fleet of refrigerated trailers, small things, not lorry size, 10, 14 foot, that we take out for weddings, music festivals, and things like that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's, but I'm still governed by the driver's hours regulations and all things like that. Yeah. So I have to adhere to them. But yeah, like I say, if I'm sat there 15 minutes, I want to watch. I'd rather watch 5 videos and get 3 videos at 5 minutes than one video of someone peeling carrots.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, every now and then we got to peel a carrot or two,
Yeah. In fact, I've got on my list, one of my shorts is going to be how to chop an onion.
Yeah.
Because once it's done, I can put a link up to it and I don't have to do it on camera.
Right. And that is so true, man. Some of those simple videos like that get some of the most views. I was talking to someone the other night. One of my videos that has the most views was how to check and see if an egg is fresh by sinking it in water.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just constantly gets views. But
Yeah.
Billy said he was working shift work at a plant and had his millwright welded up and all when we were working nights. So
that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, like a job there.
I've got my own little workshop because I do repairs on my trailers and things like that. But also I've got a friend who is amazing. I tell him what I want,
right,
or give him the idea, and he will make it for me.
Yeah. Oh, Sean's with us from Canada. He said, I wish I could cut up and make 10-minute videos.
Well, see, the problem Sean has is competing with Timmy.
Yeah, I know. Timmy's always getting a bite before it's time,
Yeah, Timmy's always in there first.
I get tickled every now and then. Timmy will peck at him,
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, gosh. Let's see here. Trying to stay on top of these questions here in the comments. But anyway, how do you come up with your recipes or your video that you want to create for the week?
I have a spreadsheet, and I must have 500 plus ideas on that spreadsheet. I will sit. I'll like I say, I'll watch a TV show. I'll see someone to cook something and think I could do that cast iron, and straight away it goes down in the list.
Yeah,
it goes down in the list.
Yeah.
He's listening.
Well, careful what you say. Timmy's listening.
Yeah. It goes down. It goes down on the list, and then I love cast iron Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Sean's here, cast iron Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And I think the challenges are great that have been happening over the last year, which inspires you, gets you thinking of what, to cook something. But yeah, so that's what I do. I see something, and then the cast iron challenge, I think, I've got that on my list. I can do that. I'll do it this way, or do it that way. And it's just, it comes, but between the thought and the cooking, it can change 2 or 3 times.
Right.
The basic idea will stay the same, but the actual, what it turns out at the end is not exactly probably the original idea.
Yeah. I may have asked you this earlier. Are you subscribed to Billy Strong's Adventure?
No.
Oh, you need to. Billy always says on the end of his videos, and I can't wait. I'm going to try to get Billy on here one of these days too. But he's been real busy and everything. So Billy, I'm putting a plug in for you. I know you can hear me, but Billy always closes a lot of his videos out with, and he says, there ain't no loving like Dutch oven loving. And so, like you were saying, how to formulate certain recipes. I mean, if you can cook it in an oven, you can cook it in a Dutch oven.
Anywhere.
Yeah. So
anywhere.
Yeah. So we have the ability to take this and show people how easy. I mean, some people are just they're terrified by cast iron. They think it's some, some science to it. And
voodoo.
Yeah, and I mean, short of just your maintenance and taking care of it, which is really not that hard. And there's millions of videos on YouTube about it. I mean, some good, some bad, but anyway, you can cook anything you want to cook. Let's see here.
And I'll say that most of my cooks that I do, and most of them that get filmed, are one-off.
Yeah.
I've never tried it before. And what you see cooked is the first attempt at cooking that dish.
So you never cooked it to test it before you
No.
That's brave, huh?
Yeah.
I do that a lot too, and sometimes it don't turn out as good.
I think that there's only been 3 videos that I've not posted up. And the reason they're not posted up, they were a bit in the earlier days and the lighting wasn't good. They were a bit grainy and things like that. So I decided not to post them. But yeah, most of the stuff I cook is the first attempt.
Yeah, that's
if it goes right, it goes right. If it doesn't, and I'm a bit like Craig and things like that. I'm not afraid to show the outtakes, the bloopers.
Yeah.
Because we all have them.
We all have them. You're absolutely right. We all mess up. You know, and I think that carries a lot of weight with our subscribers too. They think, hey, I'm just like these guys, man. They're
I mean, I know Craig, he starts cooking in the daylight and he ends up doing his intro at night time. But his intros must take hours.
Yeah.
Hours to film because he has that many outtakes trying to do. But they're some of the best things to watch is when he's trying to do the intros.
Yeah, he talked about that. I interviewed him. Did you see that?
Yeah,
he was talking about his intros, his biggest thing. That's the big part of it.
Yeah. But it's like I say, and it's probably why I don't, because I do voiceover on a lot of my videos where a lot of people say they can't do that. I find it easier to do the voiceover than try and cook and talk at the same time. And I liken it to, I know what I'm cooking. I know the ingredients. I know what I'm going to say. But between there and there, it turns into a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come out.
No. So you just basically answered my question. I had a question. You don't use a script then when you're doing your...
No.
Okay.
No. When I first started, I used to have my iPad with a teleprompter on, and I used to type out. But you end up like this, looking at the teleprompter,
right,
rather than what you're doing, and you'd either get running too quick, too slow, and it just didn't work. So, that was the end of that.
Robert says if I didn't upload my bad videos, I would have no content. Karen says I show my bloopers on purpose at the end. So. Yeah. Craig, he's telling a fib here. He says I hate intro. Yeah,
it's funny because I have some nicknames for you guys on YouTube, like the people I follow, like yourself, Craig, and what have you. Well, you're the apprentice.
I'm the apprentice.
You're the apprentice. Well, you're Father Christmas in Apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to get a little bit grayer, and you'll be taking over the job. Yeah. Craig is the tyre man.
The tire man.
Yeah, because what do you find behind the garage?
Yeah, that's right.
Tires.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a barbecue shack behind his, though.
Yeah.
Oh, little Eric says, Uncle Dutchy, I'm so happy to meet you.
Little
Eric, man, he's 6 years old and he does some cooking. Are you subscribed to him?
I am certainly subscribed to him. Yeah, like I say, I've got a grandson that's 5, and I've just started making like pizzas with him and things like that. Yeah.
Oh, Billy said we cooked some corn dish, and it was nasty, and we told everyone it was nasty. Oh man, if the world only knew,
Yeah,
that's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
And Peter Thomas, Peter.
Yeah, Pete's in the house here. I hadn't seen him yet. Is he here?
I don't know. Well, Peter was born or used to live about 15 miles away from me.
Yeah.
Over here in Hucknall. And his name's not Peter Thomas, it's Peter Brown. because he
Okay.
moved to Wales, and in Wales you have to be called Thomas.
Oh.
So you have to change his name to Peter Thomas.
Huh.
That's
Really?
just a joke. No.
I was almost buying that, but I just was still backing away. I don't know about this. You know, being a truck driver and all, you got to watch out for that.
Everyone in Wales is called Thomas. So he's Peter Brown, not Peter Thomas.
I'll tell him that next time I see him. Hey, listen, you know, it's a new year and we're all excited about it and everything. Do you have any short-term goals for your channel this year? Or
yeah, the short-term one is to obviously hit the 1,000. That's short-term.
You got any long-term goals?
After that, I'm not bothered.
No.
No.
No long-term goals. No direction you're wanting to go.
No, just keep on cooking the food I like, the way I like, and that's about it. Yeah, I've got no aspirations of being 100,000 subscribers or anything like that. Right. Just put the content out there, and if people want to watch it, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's great, man. I hope everybody in our group here in our chat room, I hope everybody has some short-term goals this year and some long-term goals for their channel. Get a little direction and everything. I sat in a chair yesterday and just kind of stared out in the window, and I thought, you know, I've got to pull all this together on what's in my mind, you know. Yeah. And I've got some direction I'm wanting to go. So we're going to be doing some changes this year. And but anyway, hey, you know, I asked you earlier about a channel that is food related that you really like to follow. Do you have any non-food related channels that you enjoy watching when you take a break from food?
Yeah, I do have. Obviously, you probably know what's been happening over here the last 4.5 years in the UK that we've been leaving the EU.
Right.
And what have you. So I've been into watching the videos on that, you know, the latest news and what's happening and things like that. So, yeah. So now I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do with my time because now we've left. So I've got all these hours of not watching political videos on the EU. So yeah.
Yeah. Craig says he doesn't have any goals, just have fun, meet some cool people. That's my motto.
And like I say, obviously this year, hoping that we can get more family and friends round to enjoy the outdoor cooking and barbecues and things like that, because obviously we've been very limited in what we could do in the last year. Very limited.
Hey, you know, Stephen and Jacqueline here, they said, well, I'm hoping to get at least 300 subs. Yeah. Well, you know, if you have a goal, just continue to make videos. I'm sure Steve will tell you the same thing. Just continue to make content.
Yeah.
And one important thing, folks, I'm just going to say this from my own perspective. One important thing is your community. If someone leaves a comment, you need to reply back to that person because they thought enough of that video to leave you a comment, whether good or bad. I mean, it can even be a bad comment, and that's okay. It's still engagement in YouTube's eyes, and engagement carries a lot of weight in their algorithm. So be sure and leave a comment, and if at all possible, let that string continue on. I mean, ask a question when you reply back, and if you can get them to continue to converse with you, that continues to add even more strength. And like Billy was saying a while ago, and I forgot to do that, be sure and leave thumbs up. All of that stuff, the heart button, the thumbs up, comment, and continual comments is great, and that will help you, Stephen and Jacqueline, grow. So be sure and continue to make videos. Stay as regular as you can. Try to do, if possible, one a week. I mean, that's 52 in a year if you can do that. I know it's a challenge. It's tough sometimes when we have jobs. But, you know, that and the compounded interest, as Steve was talking about earlier with subs, the more you gain, it seems like the more you gain.
Yeah. It's like a snowball. It seems to be like a snowball effect. It seems to get bigger and bigger. Yeah. I think I did my 2020 look back video for obviously 2020, obviously, and I did 60 videos.
60 this year?
60 videos. There was a few more, like I say, that I did and didn't put out, but yeah, 60 videos.
Yeah. Karen said, yes, I so agree, Mike.
Yeah.
I've left comments on channels and they never respond back. I reply to every comment.
Yeah. Even if it's just thanks for watching.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Just thanks for watching.
It's going to happen. They won't always reply back.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know. I've been thinking about this a little bit too. I don't know if some people realize when someone does comment back to them on their comment, if they get a notification or not, if they know that that's back to the same comment they left a comment on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, some people, I don't know if they do, but you know, you can go into your notification area and it will show that, you know, that someone left a comment. Where are we at here? I'm getting way off out in left field here. Let's see. What do you actually record your videos with?
I just use a Canon 250D camera. That thing, like I say, it's mounted above where I work most of the time. I do get worried about getting a bit hot,
right?
And steam. Things like that, steam and things like that. So I've just bought a little one of these little action cameras, like a GoPro, that I'm going to have a go with,
right,
and see if that fares any better.
Hey, you know, before I continue on here, Sean said something that's really awesome. He says, I sub to a lot of channels from reading the comments they leave on channels I watch. Yeah, I have too. I've subscribed to a lot of channels that just from comments and other creators' comment section. So that's a great piece of advice, Sean. Let's see here. Billy says, Eric, you will like his channel. He is a bird that does the taste test for me. Oh, he's talking about, Eric. Eric was talking about Sean's channel. He's never seen it. So, go check him out, Eric. He's up in Canada somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. But anyway, you know, we had a bit of a microphone problem. No one knows about this. I'm letting the cat out of the bag. But when you and I first got on this afternoon, we had to really do some audio and video check. And
quick work.
we made it happen. No one even knew what was going on. But now, do you use a certain type of microphone when you're creating videos? Or
when I'm filming, it's just literally the microphone on the camera. It is so sensitive. I mean, sometimes while I'm editing, I can actually hear myself breathing. You know, it's that sensitive. And then when I just do the talk over, it's just this lapel.
So you record your video and then you go back later and you do voiceover on all your videos.
Yeah.
Do you use? I know a lot of the answers to all these questions, but just for our audience, do you use music in your videos?
Yeah, I use music as a bed.
Yeah.
And I try to use the same piece of music for most of my videos, unless if I'm doing an Indian video, obviously I'll use like Indian type music. But yeah, I use it, and basically because I do a talk over, the music plays in the background, and then I talk over at the key points.
Yeah. Do you think music helps you or hurts you any?
I think it really helps. Yeah, it's as long as you don't have it too loud in the background, as long as it's comfortable and not distracting from what you're actually doing, I think it helps.
Well, let me ask you this now: what type of editing equipment editing software or whatever you use to pull all this together?
Right, yeah, I just use my iPad, and I use Cine Master.
Cine Master.
No, KINE Master.
Oh, Kind Master. Yeah.
Kind Master, Cine Master. Yeah. Master.
Oh, Kenny, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I'm just a country boy. I thought it was Kind Master, you know.
Well, I took it as Cine, as in cinema, but with a K.
I see.
Yeah, so Cine Master, yeah.
I'm following you. Okay. Mark says we all learn as much from comments as we do from the presenter.
Yeah.
I have unsubscribed from some of the channels that have focused on responding only to other creators. Yeah, that's true. I think you need to respond to everyone.
Everyone, yeah. Everyone who comments.
Yesterday I had 2 comments on a video, and it was a foreign language, and I had to go in and copy the comment and go into Google or whatever, translate that comment, and then I come back and replied to them, and lo and behold, they answered me back, and I thought, well, that's cool. So you never really know who's watching because YouTube's worldwide. So, let's see. Yeah, little Eric, he says, Uncle Mike, soon it will be your birthday. Sure will.
Oh, that's a shameless plug, that.
I know. I've got a friend of mine, Cravens with Carlos. I don't know if any of you follow Cravens with Carlos. How you doing, Fat Kids Barbecue? Good to have you with us. No doubt. Just make yourself at home. We're just having a lot of fun picking on each other. So, but yeah, Carlos does a great job on barbecuing too, and he's going to be on with me on my birthday.
All right.
And yeah.
So when's that, Mike?
January the 10th.
10th.
So tomorrow night I have Miranda with Magic Bacon.
Yep.
And so she's going to be on with me tomorrow night, and then I'm going to have a guy that I've started following. He does. Let me see if I can pull the name up here. I can't. Forget. Small Town Texas Barbecue. His name's Mac. He's going to be with me on the 9th of January, and then Carlos is going to be with me on my birthday. And then I got In the Kitchen with Karen on the 17th. I got Mark with Never Say Never Barbecue going to be with us on the 23rd, and I'm in talks with 2 or 3 others right now too. So
sounds good.
Anyway, just a plug. I just like to get to know everybody and their techniques and their style. And speaking of techniques, what's one of your favorite pieces? I know they ask you about what favorite piece of cast iron, but you got so much other stuff that you do. And so what would be your favorite? Would it be live fire cooking, or would it be your Sportsman grill, which it's called something else, or would it be cast iron?
Be cast iron, yeah. Cast iron, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I've got that much equipment, it's unbelievable. Here at the house and down at my workshop, I've probably got 25, 30 units, of different type of things. But a lot of the cooking I do on now is just a small, like the Joy stove, the cast iron, the Lodge, or things like that, because it fits in the frame of what I want to, the area of the frame that I set the camera in. It fits there and what have you. But like I say, I've got I've got an Argentinian grill. I've got tandoori ovens, which you've probably seen me cook on chicken wings and things like that. I did the popcorn on it. I've got, I don't know if you probably guys have heard of Stump's slow smoker. A charcoal gravity feed.
Yeah.
Smoker. I've got Green Mountain pellet grill.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, all things like that. Yeah.
Got a question here from Craig. He says, what is Dutchy's favorite American barbecue meat to make?
Barbecue meat. See, it's actually a very difficult question to answer, because what cuts of meat you get in America are different cuts to the meats we get over here in the UK.
Right.
The different, a brisket is not a brisket. I mean, you have to know a butcher really well to get a proper brisket here in the UK with a flat at the point and things like that. You have to basically teach them of what the cut is. Pulled pork. I did it New Year's Eve. Yeah, pulled pork.
Yeah. Pulled pork. Pork's so forgiving too. I mean, it's a great meat to cook with, barbecue or whatever.
And if you ask me what is my all-time favorite meat or whatever, it's got to be the pig anything from the pig would be my answer. From the head to the tail, cheeks, the lot all the way through.
Hey, I'm going to jump back over here to your equipment and talk about that a little bit.
There's some of the equipment, yeah. You scroll down, I've got a bull. I've got a monkey.
Yeah, I see that bull. That's a cool
bull.
little smoker. Did you make that?
Yeah, that's one I made, just out of a gas cylinder.
Oh, man. Billy, if you're still in the house with us, I guarantee you Billy'd be liking that. I'd love that, man.
Yeah, I've got a monkey there. I've got a pig further down. This is just on the right here. This is that little asado cross.
Right.
With the chicken on it. And then this is the Stumps clone I was on about, the gravity feed smoker. Yeah, I made that as well. That's out of my workshop.
I see you got a sign there that says "Welcome to the Man Cave."
Yeah, you got one behind you.
Yeah, welcome to the Man Cave. I like that pig grill. From Arkansas, we got the Razorbacks, and so
I've got the UDS were built.
I'd love to have a pig like that for a smoker.
Yeah, a little pig, just out of gas cylinders. This one down here, this looks like a big little clamshell. That's what we call the ultimate grill. And it's like 2 fire bowls. You can have 2 shelves. You can cook on the bottom one, and then the top one I've got rotisserie spit for it. I've got like an Argentinian that goes up and down. I've got a flip rack. Everything that's I can think of, I can get on that.
Yeah. I'm just looking over here. It says Dutch oven, cast iron, asado cross, and live fire cooking.
Yeah.
What do you like to do on live fire cooking?
Live fire cooking, I do a lot of pork, belly pork, things like that. Whole sides of belly pork over the live fire and things like that. That's probably another thing that you probably don't know so much about me is I actually run a forum here in the UK as well.
Yeah, I was just getting to that.
Which is more on the low and slow type side and things like that. I actually run it with a good friend of mine, and we run events throughout the year. We have about 4 or 5 events throughout the year where we meet up and we basically cook together like a tailgate, for the weekend.
Yeah. Hey, folks, I just left Steve's website up here, so be sure and jot that down. Go over and check his channel out.
Basically, it's Dutchy Cooking.
Dutchy Cooking.
Yeah, it's Dutchy Cooking. Yeah, www.dutchycooking.
Yeah. And the forum there, you kind of host one of those, don't you?
Yeah, the top one, the Wood Smoke Forum. That's I run it with a good friend of mine, Wade, who lives down in Kent. We've been running it for about 4 or 5 years now, I think, that one. And also, I don't know why the link's not working. It should work, but there we go. I can see in the flash, I can see them changing colours, but they're not coming up. Also, you guys over in America have smoking meat forums. Have you heard of that?
Smoking meat forums, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a member on that from years and years ago. And obviously that's decided to start the UK one. But I'm classed as a dubious title of pitmaster on that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I got awarded the Order of the Thin Blue Smoke from Smoking Meat Forums. I think I was the first non-American to be given it.
Wow.
Just blowing my own trumpet a little bit. But then I went more cast iron cooking.
Yeah. I just missed something there. Let's see.
Yeah.
Do these live uploads, sharing with other presenters, actually help drive numbers and subs up? I'm not understanding what you're saying, Mark. Do these live uploads? Oh, the live,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we're doing now. Yeah, I mean it does, and that's one of the intentions is really to get to know some of my friends and fellow cooks, Mark. And I mean, I want to interview people that are part of my group, as Pickle says, my people.
My
My,
people.
yeah, my subscribers get to know Dutchy's
Yeah.
subscribers, and likewise, Dutchy subscribers get to know me too. So yeah, it does help
Yeah.
all the way around. And of
Yeah.
course, I certainly
Charlie's a real cool person.
Charlie's. Let's see, I missed something somewhere. Let me see if I can back up. Okay, that was it. Barbecue meat. Billy. Billy says, "Fat kids barbecue. A proper butcher is hard to
Yeah.
find in most places." Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I've got a brother-in-law that's a butcher here in our town, so I got a little inside
I,
scoop at our grocery store.
yeah, I'm quite good because I do obviously supply my equipment to butchers, obviously over the Christmas period, things like that. So I do kind of get a relationship with some of them, and I say, can you do this? You bring it in, I'll cut it for you. So that's great.
Right. Hey, we'll see. We caught Fat Kids Barbecue. He says, I came here because of the live interview, saw this in my feed. So, it's popped up on the homepage of YouTube. So, we catch people that way. So I hope that helped. Yeah, Mark, there you go. Helping each other out. That's right. And that's what it's all about. Just kind of getting to know everybody, because there's so much I've already learned from Steve today that I didn't know, and I've been following him for a good while and being sure and commenting. And most all the videos that I do watch, I got in trouble because I didn't watch them all.
But I'm disappointed, Mike, that you've not asked me what I wanted to be when I was younger.
Well, you seen that question, did you?
Yeah.
So when you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a chef.
Really? That's cool.
It's the only thing I ever wanted to be was a chef.
Wow.
And I went all through school. I did probably I was one of two boys that did cooking throughout school, which is pretty, when you're at school, what are you doing? I'm doing cooking. It's a pretty hard thing to thingy. I did it all the way through school. I signed up to catering college, to go to catering college. I got measured for the uniforms and all the equipment. And at the last minute, I was talking to my friends and they says, what are you doing? I said, I'm there. He says, well, you do realise that you'll be working nights and weekends.
Yeah.
So I went and been an electrician instead.
Yeah.
But I have run my own catering company since then.
Yeah.
Alongside what I do now. So I kind of did it part-time. But yeah, it was a chef all the way through.
What's your favorite meal to prepare? What's your favorite dish to cook?
Favorite dish, or I'll answer that. Favorite type of cuisine is Indian.
Indian food.
Indian food, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. In fact, in 12 days' time, I was supposed to be flying out to India for my 3-week vacation, and I go every year. It's been cancelled because of obviously what's going on. So Indian food is my favorite food.
Yeah. Billy says you're a sparky electrician.
By trade, yes, sparky by trade. Diverged a little bit. I went from being electrician. I went into air conditioning. Yeah, refrigeration because of my electrical background, and now that's kind of basically what I do.
Yeah. Sean says up in Canada, good meat's hard to find. Prime ribs cheaper than brisket and easier to find, he says.
Well, we found here in the UK that brisket used to be cheap. It was cheap as anything. And then all the chefs started cooking it on the TV programs, and the price just went up.
Yeah.
And now it's expenses of a good state.
So we asked, what was your favorite food, favorite type of food? You said Indian.
Indian, yeah.
What is your favorite food to cook or eat?
Favorite food to cook or eat? I don't know. I'd have to answer that Indian. Probably if I'm doing it, it'll be something like a chicken tikka masala where I can marinate chicken. I can put it in the tandoor oven, cook it off, and then make the sauce and combine the two together, which is a little bit of live fire cooking and normal type of cooking.
Yeah. What's your favorite junk food?
I'm not a big junk food eater, to tell the truth. I very rarely do your kind of drive-throughs or McDonald's or anything like that. But if I had to pick one, probably like a chicken, fried chicken salad, sandwich, something like that.
Yeah. Do you like ketchup or mustard?
Mustard. Yeah, not a ketchup. Not a ketchup person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
French fries or onion rings?
I'd go onion rings on that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the skinny chips. Well, we call them chips here in
chips.
In the UK, yeah. Skinny fries. Don't like the skinny fries.
Yeah. I make what's called, I don't know what you call them. I call them home fries. I cut my own potatoes, and they're
thick, yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I made some just a little bit before the show. I cooked me a cheeseburger and some home fries and cooked it in cast iron.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, French fries are too small and skinny.
Yeah. How about hot dogs or hamburgers? Speaking of that, I made a hamburger. What do you prefer? Hamburgers or hot dogs?
It'd be an hamburger. I think we tend to eat more hamburgers, and we only eat hot dogs here in November when it's what we call our bonfire night, basically.
Yeah,
it's a staple for bonfire night, which is just after your Halloween or our Halloween.
Huh. How about pork steaks or beef steak?
Beef steak. Yeah.
You like beef steak?
Beef steak, yeah.
You like to cook pork, but you'd rather eat a beef steak.
If I'm having a steak, it would be a beef steak. Yeah.
Have you done beef steak on the Sportsman Grill there, or Toro?
I did one on that review, which was just a quick one. I've got an absolutely cracking ribeye steak, which is about 1.5 inch, 2 inch thick, and I'm going to cook that on the Sportsman and film that. It's just going to be thick ribeye. That's what it's going to be called. Yeah.
But you haven't cooked any other than that review you did? You haven't cooked one for yourself?
No, I've done a few on. I've used that, and I've got like a flat top on it that like a cast iron
griddle
top. I've cooked on things like that. Yeah, but for filming, I've only actually filmed that one that I did for the review.
Yeah. If you were eating shrimp or chicken nuggets or anything like that, no seafood. I can tell you don't like seafood. I've never seen seafood on your channel.
I've done a few. I've done a couple. I did the calamari sub, which I cooked for my wife, and I did the Spanish cod, which I cooked for the wife because she absolutely adores seafood. I can't eat it.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask, what do you dip in? What do you use as a dipping sauce?
I'd go like a mild chili mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a mayo mixed with a bit of sriracha, something like that.
Yeah. Fat Kid says, I've enjoyed listening to you guys. Got to run. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Hey, we appreciate you stopping by. We really do.
By, yeah.
And we'll be checking out your channel too. And
sure.
certainly glad you was here with us. Yeah. But all right, now on your videos, I got to ask a few questions because we're already running way over an hour, man. That's the way it goes when it's so interesting like this. But what was one of the most fun videos that you made or that you had creating?
Right. Most ones was a collaboration I did back actually in 2019 for Halloween. I got asked to do a collaboration for that. And I did my heart burger with deep fried intestines, which basically is a burger in a bun with red fries. It was challenging to do. Basically, it's 2 meat patties with a frozen puck of ketchup inside. So when you cook it, it melts.
Right.
Theoretically, when you bite into it, the ketchup comes out like blood, the art. But I took it a step thingy. If you watch the video, I took it a step thingy. When I cut into the burger and opened it out, the blood started coming out of the burger, but it actually looked like it was beating. And you can see it like that. And what I actually did, I had a little tube with a syringe of ketchup, and all I did was pump it.
Yeah.
And it just, so that was the most fun.
Yeah. What was one of the most difficult videos you made?
To make, technically, not actually the video, was Cast Iron Wednesday, Oktoberfest, and I did the rat burger. And I thought, oh, it's easy. I'll buy some bratwurst sausages. I'll take the skin off, deep thingy. I'll stick them and make a patty, fry it like a burger. Man, that was the only time I think I've done it 3 times. And each time they just fell apart.
Yeah.
They just fell apart. You know, and I ended up managing to get onto the bun and cutting it. But even then it was falling apart, because it just wouldn't bind together.
Yeah. You ever get a chance to take vacation?
Yeah, like I say, I'm supposed to be going India in a couple of weeks for 3 weeks. I don't have a vacation through the summer period because with the thing I'm in, doing events and weddings and things like that, we're busy through the summer. So yeah, mine's mainly beginning of the year, which would be like January, and then October. Yeah.
What's your favorite time of the year?
Favorite time of the year for me? Yeah, it's got to be kind of Octoberish times, because that's when the cast iron cooking comes in. That's when I've got more time as well. And the things like stews come in and chilies and, proper cast iron pot cooking.
Yeah. My old buddy Robert over here, apparently he's the same day as mine. So I'm going to let him go ahead and get away with that. I'm going to. As soon as Mike shuts up. It has went a little bit longer than I anticipated, but we got so much, man, we got so much to talk about. There's so many things. And I think we've already answered this, but I'm going to ask it again. What is your favorite piece of cooking equipment? Is it just a cast iron, or, is there one of your grills, or one of your, the live fire pit, or?
No, I can say I'm quite versatile across any of them, really. It's probably not a pit or such that's, a piece of thing. Like I say, probably maybe cast iron bake tray with a lid, or I've got a lovely that I bought last year. It's an 1880 French rotisserie. And you can just about fit a chicken in. It is so old and delicate. It is unbelievable to use. But yes, just quirky things like that.
Right. Yeah. Wow. That's cool. Big Rob, barbecue pit dogs in the house with us. Yeah. Good to have Rob. Yeah. Hopefully one of these days I can get Big Rob on the hot seat in here too.
Get Duke on as well.
Yeah, I sent him an email the other day. He ain't replied. I know he can hear me, so I can get my plug in there. Same way with Billy. Billy knows it, so I'm trying to get these guys in here, man. I think they're afraid to come in here on the hot seats. What it is, I think it. I think if Craig with Behind the Garage Barbecue can get in here, them boys can too, don't you? What do you think, Steve?
I think so, yeah. Step up to the plate.
It's a lot of fun, man. We get to know each other. So let me ask you a couple other quick questions. We went way over, and I don't want to keep you too long, but do you have any hobbies?
Fine. Hobbies? Play a bit of golf.
Play golf. Cool.
Play golf and cook, basically.
Yeah.
I've cooked all my life, and I think it's a bit like Craig said when he was on that. Cooking. It's that's it. It's it. You come home from work, and I just cook. That's what I want to do. And it's actually probably a good thing that I cook, because if I didn't cook, we wouldn't get anything to eat in this house. The wife got no interest in cooking whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to play a lot of golf years ago. I haven't played much at all in the past few years, but I used to play quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, back years ago, I run coast to coast in the United States, and basically that just means running from the East Coast to West Coast. I know you understand that.
Yeah.
And the type of transportation industry I was in, I had some lag time. I wasn't just pressed like a lot of people perceive trucking to be. And so, I carried my clubs with me, and I played a lot of courses down in Florida and California, and
Nice.
everywhere, New Jersey. I played courses all over the United States, really. And let me back up. These guys are picking on me here, Steve. I need your help, man. Let's see here. Stephen and Jack says, Craig, I'm here listening and learning. Let's see. Wait a minute. All right, we got him on letter here.
Oh, you got him.
Yeah. Rob says he'll email me later, so
he can't refuse you now, can he?
Yeah. And so Stephen says he'll do it. Okay, let me pop something up here for you, Stephen. Take and write this down. This is my email address. If anybody'd like to be on the show, man, we'd love to schedule you. We've got quite a few people lined up between now and up into February, so be sure. I've actually I started this out as Sunday Night Live with Mr. Cast Iron, but I've had to add Saturdays because my friends like Steve over in the UK, so we've got to try to make it like Patty's not with us, didn't look like today, but he's 17 hours plus.
Yeah, Paddy Joe. Yeah, small Irishman. Paddy Joe.
Yeah.
So I call him small Irishman because he always films from up here. Yeah. He looks like a small Irishman.
He's a lot of fun, man. I really like Patrick. He's really cool. But Stephen, on the just catch that Green Acres Place. Be sure and make sure you spell it Akers. That's my last name instead of Acres, but it's just a play on words there.
I know you put it out before, Mike, a couple of weeks ago. I don't think when Craig was on, you were saying, email if you're interested in coming on. And I kind of looked at it, I thought, Mike won't be interested.
Oh, yeah.
And then your email popped up.
Yeah, I've got a list of probably 20 people, 25 people that some I've sent emails to, and we're kind of trying to work dates out. Some that haven't responded to me, Big Rob. Some of them haven't replied. Billy and Rona. Now that'd be a good double act. Yeah, I'd like to have them both on, So, but anyway, I don't want to take away from you. Do you have any special utensil that you just have to have that you use when you're cooking?
If you see me cooking, I have one thing that I use virtually on every cook, and that is a little grey silicon spatula.
Yeah.
That I use. And the reason I use that is because cast iron, people use metal in the cast iron and things like that. And also, it's when you're videoing, you don't want that scraping.
Right.
So I just use a silicon spatula.
I have actually noticed that because it's twisted one way.
Well, it's double-sided. One end's an inch and the other side's 2 inch.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you're doing. You can use it both ways, and it's a couple of dollars, and that's it.
Where'd you get it? I mean, Amazon or what?
No, just a cook shop, a local cook shop, and because it's that scraping when you're videoing, you don't want to be hearing. Because it goes and it just wipes the pans, and it's great.
I got to share this with you, man. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I was just looking at the comments here. Let's see here. Billy says it's finding time when me and Rhonda are not working at the same time. She's the brains of the operation. Well, at least you admit it. I mean, it takes a big man to do that. We all have to do that. And Big Rob says, I I had a wife once. She walked by the kitchen and said, "What is that for?"
Well, the same thing as that is, like I say, I've got the doghouse outside, and if I go to cook something in the kitchen here in the house, I get, well, why can't you cook that outside? Cook that outside. Don't start cooking in the house. So 90% of the meals we cook, I actually cook outside.
Yeah. Oh man, these guys, I tell you, they're too much. Yeah, we need a Rhonda, Billy, he says. Excuse me. Well, I know we talked about music in your videos and everything.
Yeah.
So, what type of music do you like?
Well, unlike most, what it seems to be barbecue people and what have you, I don't like rock music.
Okay.
I'm not into rock music whatsoever. Probably some of the things that people I'm going to say now, you wouldn't have heard of over there. There's a Welsh band called Manic Street Preachers, which is kind of soft rockish. That's a big band I'm into. There's an Australian band called Crowded House.
Crowded House. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Crowded House. Yeah, I like them. And I was a big fan of David Bowie.
Yeah.
You know, that type of music. Or as my wife would call it, depressing music.
Oh, yeah, Bowie. Yeah, Bowie's cool. Have you ever been to a concert?
Yeah, I've been to quite a few concerts. Obviously, the job I do, I go to a lot of festivals.
Right.
But unfortunately, I go on the week before and I go the week after. And I miss the weekend when thingy. So I see the Carnage thingy. I've actually seen Guns N' Roses in 1993 play live in Milton Keynes Bowl and places like that. Yeah, I've been quite a few concerts.
Wow, that's a wild band there to see Guns N' Roses, huh?
Yeah. I think the only reason I got invited to go and see that is because it was in a town called Milton Keynes, and it's a new city that they built just up from London, outside London, and they built it on the American principle of a grid. All the streets went horizontal and vertical.
Stephanie with Ginger Snap Kitchen. I just subscribed to her channel recently. I've been watching some of her stuff.
Oh, I love that logo. I like that logo.
Yeah, I've got her on my list. I'll be sending her an email too if I can find her email address. I'll be seeing if I can get her on here in the hot seat sometime and interview her too.
Yeah, the only reason I got to go to Guns N' Roses is because of the thingy. And I'd worked there for 6 months. I stopped there for 6 months, and I think they invited me because I knew the way around the town.
Yeah. Big Rob's got it. Big Rob's a blues man. He likes blues, and he's had several of them on some of his videos. But you're right, though. Music's key, man. It's good medicine.
Yep.
Sure enough. But well, let's see. I got a few other quick questions, and then I'm going to cut us loose here a little bit. Excuse me. How about TV? Are there any movies that you've watched over and over and over and over that you just, every time it comes on, you got to watch it?
I'm not a movie guy. Not a movie guy. All the big blockbusters like Terminator and your Rocky films, I've never seen any of them.
Yeah.
I'm not a movie person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. How about, we were talking about holidays. What's your favorite season? Did I ask you that already?
October-ish.
October-ish.
For when I'm not busy at work.
Yeah.
My kind of work finishes at the end of September, so October onwards is good for me.
Yeah, type of business I'm in that I do now. Of course, I don't run coast to coast anymore like I used to, but we spread fertilizer on farms.
Yeah,
and we're a big Helena Chemicals, who I work for, Helena Agri, and so our busy season's from March till about July, and so I'm free after July the 4th mainly. So
mine's Easter through to the end of September. As soon as the wedding season starts and the music festivals, then through to the end of September.
Yeah. Stephen, thank you for asking. I'm feeling a lot better. Teresa's still got a ways to go, but we're moving in that direction. So Appreciate you asking. Uh, Sean says same thing. No movies, don't watch TV, not enough time. So, but
Sean's always up very early in the morning. If I
yeah,
post a video up, Sean's watched it and commented before I've even got time to comment it in the
Yeah.
UK.
yeah,
And my
yeah,
videos go out 8:30 every Wednesday UK time, and Sean's already commented.
yeah. I know he's always up, especially on Cast Iron Wednesday.
Yeah.
He, I think he schedules them to come out at 12:01 a.m. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, and Sean, if you're listening, we've still got to do something with Cast Iron Wednesdays.
Yes.
Sean knows. Sean knows.
Yeah, I missed the last month. There were several things going on. I didn't have the Asian dishes or
Asian,
whatever.
Yeah.
But I know he's got chili coming up this month. So
yeah. So on from that then, Mike. Obviously, 12 months we've been doing Cast Iron Wednesdays. We've been doing the challenges. How do you feel about extending the challenges throughout the next year, different topics to give you something to cook for, or are they kind of a vote on what you'd like to see, to be cooked for that month? What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's a good idea. I mean, Sean would have to make a little short video to let everyone know, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how we would do it where we could vote on it. You mean which one the general population or general audience voted as the best video or
no, give say two topics out to cook, like say I eat a chili or a steak,
right,
and let people choose which one for that month and that type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how we do it, but
yeah, that would be up to D, Native Tears, and Sean, I guess. Sean, I know you're probably listening to us, but
me and Sean and Dee's have had a few conversations over the last couple of weeks about Cast Iron Wednesdays.
Yeah, thank you, Big Rob. Appreciate that. Sean says he puts his out at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
I actually had to Google what 3 o'clock is it CST time is. Your time?
Well, mine is Central, so I'm 6 plus on you, so he would be 7 plus on you.
Yeah, but I was saying I had to Google to see what time we were on.
Yeah, so if he's he would be an hour before me. So right now you're 6 plus, so it's 10:30 where you're at.
Yeah, 10:30. Yeah.
So be 5:30 where Sean's at. Let's see. Cast iron is pretty informal. Cast Iron Wednesday. Some ideas after February would be an idea. So after this coming month, he's probably got January and February lined up. So anything after that, would be a great idea. So I'm sure you could
get some ideas rolling.
Yeah. Big Rob says Sean and Dee are always open for anything. They're great people. You're right. Robert's got to go. He says got to go. Great job. Good to see you, man. Glad to have you in here with us, brother. And so, but yeah, we're going to wind down. I got a couple quick questions. I don't know if there's any more in the comment section if anybody wants to ask you anything, but over here in the States, we have a lottery. So what would you do if you won the lottery? What would you do with the money you won?
Probably think about retiring.
Yeah.
Hanging it up a little bit and finding somewhere a little bit warmer so I can go outside and cook.
Yeah, play golf a little more, huh?
Play golf a little bit more, yeah. And find somewhere that's, like I say, a bit warmer that I can cook outside.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, if you had something, what would you say to everyone in our chat section, or what would you say to your subscribers? What would you like to say to your audience?
Basically, just thanks for the 2020. It's been an amazing year. Like I say, we talked about it earlier, put 850 subscribers on. Comments and the feedback that I get on the channel are just amazing. So like I say, just thank everybody. And basically, if you've got a channel, just stick with it. Put the hard work in. Put the hard work in, because it does pay off. And like we've talked, the more content you put out and the more subscribers you get, starts acting a bit like a snowball.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd just say stick with it. Go with your passion.
I want you to look who's popping in here when we're getting ready to close down.
It's the small Irishman.
Yeah, the small Irishman. Oh, we got to give him crap for a little bit, huh?
Yeah. And Paddy, no, I don't like Vegemite or what's the name?
Marmite.
Marmite.
Marmite or Vegemite. You know,
No.
none of that crap, huh?
No.
Well, Steve, you've been a lot of fun, man. You're a great sport, and I really cherish the thought of calling you my friend. I've had a lot of fun getting to know you, and I know our audience has too. And I just want to say, folks, if you've not yet subscribed to Steve's channel, go over and check out Dutchy Cooking. Check out some of his videos and leave some comments and thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and everything. And I'm sure he'll do likewise. As far as the chat section, now it takes YouTube a couple days to render everything. So the video will pop back up. You'll be able to see it, but you won't be able to see the live chat for a day or so until it renders. But I always leave the live chat on, so you can come back a day or two later and read the whole live chat section and see other channels there. And you can go out and check their channel out and support them as well. So we just want to say thank you. And Steve, we appreciate you being with us, man. And we're going to go ahead and
it's been fun.
You bet. You guys take care. We'll see you all next time. All right. Bye-bye.